What's up guys, J Steve back with another one, and today we're going to do some more pharmacy maths. Stay tuned. Alright guys, what does all these bags have in common? If you said ready to use IV bags, you guessed it correctly. For the technician who doesn't know what these bags are, if the doctor orders specific strength, 9, 6, or 300 of clindamycin, you pretty much just send these bags up. But if these bags are unavailable, see those vials? Now you have to make your IV. So we're going to calculate these doses and see if we can get this 9, 600, and 300. Also, I got Gent 120, Gent 100, and Gent 80. But what if these bags are unavailable? Here's your vial. So we're going to calculate these and see if we can get these strength. So get your pen, paper, calculator. Let's do some cross multiplication and see if we can get these answers for you. It's math time, guys. Stay tuned. Now keep in mind, unless it's a one-liner, most time you don't have to calculate these doses. Let's start the math. So what do we do know? We know that the vial is 600 milligrams in 4 ml. Okay? We know that we want to have or find 900 milligrams. So the question is, how many mLs do you need to make 900 if that bag is unavailable? We're going to do X because we don't know how much we need. So keep in mind, 600 milligrams equal 4 ml. We're going to find out how much 900 milligrams equal 1 ml. So let's cross multiply. You're going to do 4 multiplied by 900, 6 multiplied by X. Your answer should be 600 milligrams, in a sense, X equal 3,600 mLs, in a sense, right? But you still haven't found X yet to see how many mLs you need to make that bag. Okay, so let's get the X by itself. And like I told you, to get X by itself, you need to divide by the same number. 600 divided into 600 equals 1. But then you also have to do the same thing right here. And if you divide 600 into this, guess what your answer is? 6. So X now equals 6. So, and if you want to work it back to make sure you got the right thing, to know that you need 6 mLs to get 900 milligrams, you can do this as well. 600 milligrams over 4 mLs is the same as 900 milligrams into 6 mLs. Get your calculator, guys, and divide. If you divide 4 into 6, what do you get? You should get 150 milligrams over 1 ml. And you should get 6 divided into 900 should be the same as 150 milligrams over 1 ml. Look closely on that vials, guys. You see what I'm talking about. Guys, let's move on to the next IV bag. So, vial size is 600 4 ml. And the bag that you saw is 600 over X. Now, if you're smart, everyone should say that 4 mLs should make that bag. But for people who don't know and don't understand, let's do the math. So 4 times 6 gives you what? 2004. And 6 times X gives you what? 600X. Alright? Let's rewrite that formula over. So now when you cross multiply the first part, your answer should be 600x equals 2,400. And now you still want to get X by itself. What do? Divide 600 right here. That leaves X by itself. Divide 600 right here. And that gives you what? 4. So to make that other IV bag, you pretty much need 4 mLs of clindamycin to make 600. Alright guys, hopefully you follow me so far. Now we're in our last bag of clindamycin 300. Let's see if we can use a vial if this bag is unavailable to make it. So we know again that the vial that we have is 600 milligrams 4 mLs. And that all that means is that there's 600 milligrams in a 4 ml vial. The bag you're trying to make is a 300 milligram bag. So let's find out how much mLs you need. So you're going to put it over x. You're going to cross multiply again. 4 times 3, 6 times x. Simple. So once you do that, your answer should be, guys, 600x equal 1,200 by itself, correct? Get x by itself, what do? Divide by 600. Sorry for my handwriting, I'm kind of rushed this on the video. Get x by itself, divide this by 600, and your answer is supposed to be 2. So if you had to make an IV bag, you should be aware that if you're going to take that vial, one vial can make a 600 bag, a half of a vial can make a 300 bag, and 1.5 vial should make a 900 milligram bag. That's all you do when you're making IVs. Now keep in mind, like I said, when you make these IVs, it already has a calculation for you. But for some strange reason, if it does not calculate for you and you don't have the ready to use bag available and you have to make the doses out of the vial, this is how you're going to calculate using a 4 ml vial to get your 900 milligram strength, your 600 milligram strength, and your 300 milligram strength, guys. What it do? So here I am back in the flesh. It's been taking me like 4 days to do this video, and I did the first part 2 days ago, and I did the other part the other day ago. So anyway, let's just jump right into it. Welcome guys. So I did the clindamycin math for you guys. Now I want you guys to do the gentamicin. I'm gonna run the still off the both bags or the 3 bags with the vial, and I want you to calculate it and give me the answer. All I'm looking for is how many gentamicin I'm going to take from the vial to make these bags. Now hold up. I understand that when you saw the bags it was a little confusing. The clindamycin you all see each strain in 50 mLs, and the gentamicin you all see in 100 mLs. I get it. So all that means pretty much, just minus a vial from your mind for a second. All that means is that you're putting whatever the answer you're going to get into a set fluid bag. So a fluid bag could consist of 25 ml, 15 mLs, all the way up to 250, 500, even a liter bag, probably even more. And yes, when you do put the answer into different volumes, does it change the strength? It does. So for example, say clindamycin 600 was, one vial was 4 ml to make the clindamycin 600. If you take 4 ml and put it into a 50 ml bag like you saw, then you get 650, right? If you put the 4 ml into a 100 ml bag, you got 600 milligrams into 100. Now here's the difference though. For the person to get 600 milligrams, they have to get the whole 100 mLs. If you put in a 50 ml, then they have to get the whole 50 to get the whole strength. And that's a different math. So I don't want to confuse you. So all I want you to do right now is just minus the mLs that you see on the ready to use bag, which is the 50 for this clindamycin and 100 for the gent. And just work with just the milligram, which is 120, 100, and the 80 milligrams. If you can't see the vial, it's supposed to say 800 milligrams 800 milligrams in a 20 ml vial. So your top number on your mat when you're writing down your equation should be 800 milligram over 20, and then you're going to put your 120, your 100, or your 80 on the other side over x. Try get x by itself. All I'm looking for at this point is to tell me how many milligrams or how many mLs of gentamicin am I taking from the gent vial to make these bags if these bags weren't available. Alright guys, Good luck. Take your time and run the skills. If I had to do the math with a gent, it'll be all night, and I'll be running like, this video will be like too long. So if you have any questions, let me know. And that's the first part of the math I want to teach you guys, the basic part. The other part of math, I'm just going to say, just to say it, discard if you don't know what it is. Now, the other part of math that I can teach you guys would probably be like, say, now that you know how to make the bag, which is good, clap you guys for yourself. The next question would be for the math part, for doing the exams or learning stuff, would be stuff like, if the person get half of the clindamycin bag or half the gentamicin bag, how much milligrams they get. And you guys should know that, common sense. If the clindamycin is 50 mLs, then if they get all 50, they get all of the strength. If they only get 25 mLs, then they get half the strength. If they get half of 25, which is what, 12 point, whatever it is, then they get a quarter of a strength. That's just common sense. There's a different way to say it, articulately say it, or put it on paper, but I have to make sure that when I teach you guys this, it's not confusing, because it's different. And remember, sometimes the questions are going to ask you in kilograms, and they're going to want you even convert it to milligrams before you can even do cross multiplication. And I felt like just showing you guys that is very confusing in itself. So I'm hoping that you guys know your conversion, know how to convert certain stuff, and just like high school or whatever you do it, you always try to get everything to be almost the same. If you're working with mLs, you work with mLs. If you're working with milligrams, you work with milligrams. If you're working with kilograms, you work with kilograms. That way it's not confusing, because if you try to do kilograms and milligrams, not saying you couldn't get the answer, but you're working with two different variables or two different equations, and it can confuse you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I'm up at 72. I don't have the names in front of me. Please keep asking me questions. Everyone misses the top 10 questions for Pharmacy Blog. I gotta be at work at 6 o'clock tomorrow. It is right now 11 o'clock, Wednesday, June 13. I am your regular Pyxis Tech tomorrow. If you don't know what Pyxis is, go tune in and watch that. Thank you guys for your love and support. J. Steve, out.